The purpose of this presentation is to demonstrate how I use Reading Progress to monitor and give feedback to my students nearly every day. I will be showing how I assign, score, and give feedback to each of my students daily. When I open Teams, I navigate to Assignments, which looks like a backpack. I want to create a new assignment in this case, so I choose Assignment. I then write the title of the assignment. I then go down to Attach. When I attach an assignment, I choose Reading Progress. This opens up another screen that gives me two options. I will be choosing to import Word or PDF because I will be using my own passages. I am able to attach that passage and get a preview of what it will look like to the student. I am able to enter the reading level for me to keep track of later. In this case, the reading level is level R. I'm also able to choose whether I want to use Reading Coach or require a video. I can choose how many times I want the student to be able to attempt, and I can also choose a time limit. Once that's attached, I can then choose which student or students I want to read this passage. I'm then able to choose when I want this assignment released. I come down to Due Date and click on Edit. I am then able to choose when I want this assignment to be released. So I'd like it to be on Monday morning at 8 o'clock. And I also want it to be due on the same day. However, if a kid misses school or runs out of time, I'd like to give them to the end of the week. So I will not close this assignment until Friday of that week. And then I am done. Once I have all of these things assigned, I can then schedule when I want my students to be able to have access to this assignment. Once a student or students complete and hand in their assignment, Reading Progress uses AI to score with a fair amount of accuracy. Before I score, I like to set the pronunciation sensitivity slider to low. This helps to eliminate some background noise and is especially helpful for students who struggle with speech and articulating certain letters. From here, I can see an approximation of accuracy and words per minute. The reason that I say approximation is because I still must review the student errors to see what is actually happening. Each of the student errors are coded with colors. Pink is an omission, purple is a mispronunciation, blue is a repetition, and the turquoise is an insertion, and orange is a self-correction. It doesn't look like the student has any self-corrections at this point, so that is why that's not showing up orange. So what I'd like to do now is I want to actually listen to the student to see what is being said. So now I'm going to jump down to Can't because I want to hear what's going on right here.
Can't put this book down. Paying close attention to.
Okay, so in this case, the word that was needed to be said was the, and the student said this. So one thing with Reading Progress is that this will be counted as two errors when in actuality it is only one. So what I will do is I will change this to mispronunciation because he said this rather than the, and I will edit this word out of here. That way we know that he only made one error here. He said this instead of the. Okay, I want to jump down and see what's going on right here. So I'm going to click on a couple words ahead and hit jump to word.
To head down to the cafeteria for lunch.
Okay, so the word down was not in the original passage and he added that in there. So I'm going to keep that. That's going to count as an error for him. So I'm going to jump over here and see what's going on with this word currently.
Lunch. Currently, I was furious.
Okay, so he did say the word currently correctly. I know that he knows that word, so I'm going to mark that as correct. Okay, how about this word right here?
How one chapter was reacting, and I couldn't.
Okay, in this case, he's been struggling with this new word character, and he's been saying chapter instead. So instead of having that be an omission and an insertion, I'm just going to simply change that to a mispronunciation and then eliminate the word chapter. After I'm finished reviewing the entire passage, I see that this child actually scored a 99% accuracy rate. So that is why I said that the initial accuracy rate is simply an approximation until I have a chance to review and make human corrections to any AI errors. When I'm done reviewing the passage, I give my students some personal feedback and reminders in this box over here. Then I can return the assignment to them. I can then either return this to the student, or I have the option to return for revision. This would be if there were any tech problems or if the student was interrupted. This allows them to have a chance to redo their passage and to hand it in again. But in this case, I'm just going to return this to my student. I hope this video was helpful in demonstrating how to assign, review, and return reading progress assignments in Teams.